Hello and welcome to another Hammer Review. Today I'm going to be talking about anime and manga. This is a top 10 list compiled by me and my friends in order to see which were really the best. And so this is the list we created. Honorable mention goes to Ookami-san and her 7 companions. I got into this one fairly recently, and from what I've seen, it's pretty good. It's not good enough to rate in the top 10 now. It's fairly recent, as it started in 2009, but it has an interesting enough story and interesting enough characters to make you keep reading. What makes it great is that each character is some sort of bizarre version of a fairy tale character. For example, the main fighting duo, and 2 of the main characters, are Ryoko Ookami, the titular character, who's sort of a big bad wolf, and Ringo Akai, who's Little Red Riding Hood, quite obviously. But it's interesting the way that they're portrayed, and Ookami is an interesting enough character to make this story watchable and entertaining. And one of her supporting characters slash crazy stalker love interest is really, really, really bland. I mean, really bland. Number 10, Yu Yu Hakusho. It's technically one of the 2 forebears of Bleach. Yu Yu Hakusho focuses on Yusuke, who died in the first episode, which is really unusual for an anime, but he becomes a spirit detective, teams up with some awesome demons, and Kuwabara. The episodes are awesome, too, if some of the fight scenes tend to last for a ludicrously long time. But it's still really good, and if you're gonna get into this one, read the manga. It's so much better. Number 9, Genshiken. Genshiken is a slice-of-life story that focuses on an anime club. All of the members are otaku, and every character is supremely relatable, maybe because it's about people just like us. It even has a show within a show that's so popular, it got its own series, but all in all, it's about the people that are just like us. Creepily just like us. I mean, seriously, when you read this one, you'll notice how scarily similar you and your friends are to some of the characters, and you will be scarred for life. The preferred media for this one is manga and the subtitled anime, if you can find it. It's probably in your video store. Number 8. Death Note. It should be a surprise to most people that it's so low on this list, but there are reasons to make it low. It's good. It's really, really good, but it's not as good as some other things. It's essentially a weird, twisted slice of life. I totally wish my life was that awesome. That gets a horrible twist. Light Yagami gets a Shinigami in his notebook, and whoever's name he writes in it dies. So Interpol's after him, and there's this guy whose name is L. That's basically the plot, except L gets killed off, and yeah. I'm not going to ruin it, so I said as much as I can without me ruining it for you. And that's why it's higher on my list. It's good. It may get a sequel. But we haven't heard much about its sequel. Also, the art is awesome. Enough said. The preferred media for this was the manga. Number 7, Mobile Suit Gundam. The Earth Federation and the Principality of Zeon are at war. They're giant robots. The entire plot is like 2 sentences. But Mobile Suit Gundam, originally aired in the 1980s, started a genre, and that's why it's on this list. There's so many Gundam spin-offs and movies, but this is the one that started it all. Interestingly, Mobile Suit Gundam was planned to be 52 episodes, but was cut down to 43 because it got horrible, horrible ratings. But Mobile Suit Gundam's a classic, and the preferred media is a subtitled anime. Number 6, Bleach. This one should be called the spiritual successor of Dragon Ball. And it's still ongoing, too. There are 7 really good manga arcs, over 46 volumes translated into English. Episodes, they're around 500, more or less. It's amazing, and it's notable for its loads and loads of characters. But astonishingly, all of these characters get relatively good screen time, with possibly the exception of Rukia. Poor Rukia. But are they still in Hueco Mundo? This one goes through arc fatigue, so you're going to hear that a lot. The preferred media is the manga. Okay, number 5, Chobits. It's Clamp's, well, deepest work, I guess. It starts as a magical girlfriend comedy, but starts to contemplate the complex relationship between humans and Persicoms, which are robots created to serve mankind. The main character is this guy named Hideki who finds a Persicom in the garbage. But he wonders why someone would throw out a Persicom, because they're really expensive. When the Persicom begins to develop emotions and begins to display affection towards Hideki. It turns out she may be a Chobit, which is a persicom capable of human emotions. But it's really good. It's not really long, but the plot is interesting, and it introduces an entire concept really, really well. So, the preferred media for this one is manga. Number 4, Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. It does absolutely not GT. Dragon Ball was an integral part of almost everybody's childhood. The ridiculous arcs, plots, and concepts actually came together really well, with some terrible art, and produced something so awesome it's still on TV at least 9 years after it finished its run, because it's being updated and re-released as Dragon Ball Z Kai. It had more games and spin-offs and movies and episodes than almost everything. There are like 10 games, 500 episodes, 3 dubs, and it has its own meme that's so popular it's literally all over the internet. It's so popular, this one's over 9,000. The preferred media is for Dragon Ball is the manga, and for Dragon Ball Z, the DBZ Kai dub, which is actually pretty good, and they brought back a lot of the voice actors from Dragon Ball Z. So, yeah. Number 3, Code Geass. This is a surprisingly good story with art by Clem. It has everything you ever want from a plot. It focuses on a teenager named Lelouch who turns out to be the son of an emperor who took over Japan, and a lot of this gets explained later. It has giant robots, political undertones, drawn-out fight scenes, and fan service. What's not to like about it? Preferred media, subtitled anime. Number 2, Occult Academy. This one is really good too, but it's mainly due to the plot, and it's hilarious. Maya's a girl whose dad was obsessed with the occult, and she denies anything occult. I mean, completely denies it. So when a naked man descends from the heavens, he's a psychic from the future who's sent back in time to deal with an alien invasion. Maya has to sort of cope with it. But since she denies anything like this all the time, hilarity ensues. Enough said. Preferred media is the subtitled anime, of course. And number 1 on this list of awesome is Suzumiya Haruhi. I feel I need to back this one up, but it's so popular it's been translated into like every language, and it's ongoing too. It's a series of like on its 10th novel, manga adaptations that are really good, an anime that's probably one of the best in existence, but this is just a great anime and manga and book series for multiple reasons. The reason I really like it, though, is that it has no defined genre. It covers everything from science fiction to fantasy to slice of life to romance to comedy. It does everything. And another reason why Haruhi is awesome is because it has characters you become invested in, even if those characters turn out to be aliens, reality warpers, time travelers, psychics, and robots. The preferred media for this one is the manga, the anime, and the original light novels. It's just so good, you can't ignore it. Seriously, get into this one if you can.